What's up, guys? I don't have a whole lot of time because my camera is going to die, but I wanted to bring you episode number 2 of the stand-up comedy reviews, and I want to make it quick. The success of video number 1, we're looking at like 1,100 views within 24 hours, is pretty dope, but it's because most of you are fucking mad at me because I wasn't mean to Brendan Schaub. Not going to be mean to anyone, I said that in the beginning. Anyway, Bryan motherfucking Callen, our dude, the other half of Fighter and the Kid. It's so dope to see Bryan Callen finally put out a special. I know a lot of people who are Fighter and the Kid fans became Fighter and the Kid fans because of their appearances on Fight Companion with Joe Rogan. That's how they met Callen. A lot of people have not seen Callen stand up, maybe besides really old bits. If you YouTube, Callen never really had a stand-up special, really. Not really. He had one prior, but for people who are finding the Fighter and the Kid, you could only find it on like the deep webs or like whoever it came out through, Showtime or maybe Comedy Dynamics, who this one's through, maybe in their archives. I found it before this one came out, but it was a little difficult. I think I had to find it in bits or whatever. But anyway, this one, Bryan Callen, Complicated Apes. I filmed it in Chicago, and from the get-go, you can just tell Bryan's coming with his best. He's full of energy, he's moving, he's being himself, he's flowing naturally. He didn't try to jump right into bits. He kind of let the energy build and live in it for a second, and then he immediately kind of just started being silly and moving his body kind of the way that he does on The Fighter and the Kid. Now, what I will say, and what I want to say very, very early, this shows me Bryan is actually, excuse me, the strong one on The Fighter and the Kid. He really carries it. His stability and ability to move around and navigate around Brendan, where Brendan doesn't share that so much. Brendan will cut him off. Brendan will try to stop some of the silliness that you'll see in this special, which is what makes it so great. You can tell this is the opposite of Schaub's special. This is very natural to Bryan. 20 plus years, bagat. He's hitting jokes. He's hitting punchlines. He's playing kind of with the crowd. And what I really, really liked, and I want to preface with this too, Bryan Callen he is actually bridging a gap for unity in this country by talking about other cultures and how silly it is, the things that we do and the ways that we think, and he's making how fucked up our country is funny, and he's bringing it together so everyone's seeing both sides. Even if you don't agree with it, maybe, you can still laugh at it and kind of see with the silliness of just everything that goes on. Bryan talks a little bit about everything. My personal favorite bit is when he's talking about wanting to be a salsa dancer or a Latino man. I'm not going to give any bits away. Guys, this stand-up special, Bryan Callen, Complicated Apes, for me, 10 out of 10. I'm happy with it. I'm not going to say anything negative. I thought the set was dope. I thought Bryan came with it. Schaub brought him on stage. Schaub came with a lot of power and energy. When he brought him on stage, it set the crowd up. They were hype. I'm guessing Brendan probably opened for him. Probably Rogan as well. I saw the background of that, and I'm pretty sure that is who opened for him. But yeah, overall, great fucking special. Bryan he's at his best, honestly, when he's by himself. You can tell, I'm going to pause this, you can tell that Bryan is a very intelligent man. Bryan's, like myself, a very sensitive man, a very emotional man, a man who wants to learn. He wants so badly to be top tier in things. He holds himself to that standard, and I think Bryan is a guy who is so self-depreciating. He feels like he always fell short, but that's why he's actually as successful as he is, because it's just never really been good enough. And now Bryan is finally Bryan Callen 2019 on the top of his fucking game. And with this, so like sometimes people like to say that Brendan makes Fighter and the Kid. He's up on that stage solo, and he brought it. Brendan, again, we just did a review, had the same opportunity, did not. So we see who the stronger, at least in comedy, now that doesn't necessarily mean that in podcasting that's the same. I wish, a personal criticism of Fighter and the Kid, I wish Brendan would let Bryan talk more, because I'm looking for more like this. Bryan brings a Rogan-esque type personality to the conversation where he can go deep and observe on things, which is what he does here. he flows naturally, but he doesn't stick hardcore to the script of his jokes. He kind of lets himself be free and play with it and go out of bounds, but then kind of come back in and somehow bring it all back together. It works. Bryan Callen, 10 out of 10, Complicated Apes. Guys, go find it. You can find it everywhere. I got it on Amazon Prime. I think you can find it everywhere except for Netflix. You can't find it there. You can buy it YouTube, Amazon Prime, all those places. Guys, go get it. Support them. And please subscribe to this channel and like, and please leave a comment if you've seen it. What did you think? And guys, don't be nasty. Don't encourage people to tear comedians up who are practicing their art in the comment sections. If you're going to do that, fuck off and go somewhere else. Love you guys.